Hello everyone, I'm going to discuss with the topic that is test of partnership. So after discussing all the essential elements, that is the five essential elements I have already discussed on the partnership to form. Now today's will be your test of partnership. Now how to test the partnership? So that five elements is important, we know, but how to test that it is a partnership or a company or any other joint business? How to test it? So that's why we must know that which will we give you the perfect point on which you can say that this is a partnership. So it is clear from the above discussion of the various elements of partnership that there is no single test of partnership because all are overlapping. Not a single test of partnership is present. So the five elements are overlapping each other. That's why, for example, in one case, there may be sharing of profits, but may not be any business. That is one case I have discussed in my last video. They have two persons, A and B, jointly they were having a business, tea shop, right? Just tea shop they have purchased, but it was not having a business, only profits they were sharing. In the other case, there may be business, but there may not be sharing of profits. When business is there, but there is no sharing of the profits. In yet another case, there may be both business and sharing of profits, but the relationship between persons sharing the profits may not be that of principal and agent. So there is a business, there is a profit sharing is also there, but there is no principle like there is a relationship between principal and agent. That is, the agency elements are not present. And in other case, therefore, there is no in above all the cases we have seen that there is a partnership. No, there is no therefore partnership. Thus, all the essential elements mentioned before, we have already discussed, must coexist in order to constitute a partnership. So to have a partnership, as I have already mentioned, it was overlapping each other's. So all the five elements are so important, so vitally important, it must coexist in order to constitute a partnership. That is your test. We have to see whether we can say that one element is essential and to form the partnership, that we can test it, right? Like any other example of, suppose, how to test your if you are having a fever, you are having any other diseases. So usually you used to see, you have to test it so you can verify it. Okay, this is the disease you have. So like this, the partnership, whether you can test it, it is very difficult to test it because all the elements are overlapping each other. Now we have to see the section 6, which is expressly provides that in determining whether a group of persons is or is not a firm, or whether a person is or is not a partner in a firm, then regard shall be had to the real relation between the parties, as shown by all relevant facts taken together. So section 6, that's why it very clearly says that, to determine whether a group of persons, we will call that it is a firm, or whether a person is or is not a partner, then we have to regard to the real relation between the parties. What is the relations? As we have talked about, the principal and agent relation must be there. That is a principle of agency, that is a mutual agency must be there. We have to see that relation is there or not, because you have to see all the relevant facts and it has to be considered together. Thus, that is why the existence of partnership has to be determined with reference to the real intention of the parties. We have to see the real intention of the parties, which must be gathered from all the facts of the case and the surrounding circumstances. So you have to take into all facts and the circumstances together, that what is the relations, right? The real intention of the parties were what? Then and then we can say that this is a partnership. Then and then we can say that is the test of partnership. The real intention of the parties we have to gathered from the facts of the very facts of the particular case, and then we can say that this is the very well we can say this is a test of partnership. Otherwise we cannot determine whether it is a partnership or not. Now we have to determine, after having the test of partnership, we have to go to the definitions, who are called partners and partnership firm and the firm name. Now we have to define what is a partner, who is a partners. Persons who enter into a partnership with one another are called individually partners. So the who have entered into the partnership with one another. So among four, so they are entering into it, but with the consent of the other partners, right? So they are individually they will be called as a partners, and the four of them collectively we will call as a firm, and the name under which their business is carried on is called the firm name. And these four of them collectively, they're forming a firm, and their subject matter is there is a business, they're carrying on a business, and that's why we will call the name under which they will be carrying their business will be called as a firm name, which is provided under Section 4 of the Indian Partnership Act 1932. A firm is not a separate legal entity, distinct from its members. Firm is not called as a separate legal entity, separated from the members. That is, four are there, four partners, four persons are there. Can you separate it from the firm? No, you cannot, because the definition itself says, define, collectively the four of them will be called as a firm. That's why we cannot say that we can give the concept called separate legal entity. We cannot give. It is merely a collective name of the individuals composing it. So collective name of the individual composing it. Collectively the individual persons will be collectively will be given name, and that's why they will compose a firm name. A firm cannot possess property or employ servant. So a firm cannot hold the property or appoint a servant. Neither it can be a debtor or a creditor. Right? So the firm never can be a debtor nor a creditor. He cannot take money and he cannot give money also on credit. It cannot sue or be sued by others. The firm cannot file a suit against all other partners or any third parties, and any third parties cannot also sue the firm. So this is the concept of for the partners, the firm and the firm name. It's given under Section 4. Right? So this is the discussions for today's, and it's an important discussions because test of partnership is very, very important. So after discussing all the elements, we have come to the conclusions that not a single test will be called as a test of partnership. All the elements must present or coexist, because it is always an overlapping one. So that's all for today's discussions, and in my next coming videos I will be discussing what are their rights, duties, liabilities. All this I'm going to discuss in detail manner. So please keep watching my videos, and if anyone has not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to it. So I'm coming with a important videos in my next discussions. Till then, keep watching.